Oh, beautiful.
Alright, let's see if I've gated the game.
Yeah, with everything else, there's no other certifications that specifically have to happen right now, so I'm thinking that it might be a good time to go and do exploration for the month.
Yeah, usually I found like the first month, like the first Saturday of each month is generally the best time for exploration.
Yeah, it's always 99% of people that have done it in the first week. Also, don't worry about it, Chibi Mage. Like, you're here all the time, you're one of my mods. Also, I didn't specifically choose you. I gave it to 2 random people, so, like, you can't even attribute it to me directly. But I'll take the credit anyway.
Yeah, in my defense, I wasn't trying to mooch off here. I'm literally that lucky. Like, I kid you not.
Solon, was it not?
Like, any gacha mobile game that I tend to play, for some reason, first, whenever I pull a new banner, I always get the promoted unit.
Terrible.
Or is the fault my own? And you're just caught inside the wave.
Like,
Sothis,
you can argue that I'm
goddess
the
of this
opposite of
world.
John. And that's
I bear her
terrifying.
name. How confusing.
Or you're the same as
I feel as though
John,
my head has turned to
just
mush.
at a different spectrum, while being in the same spectrum.
Okay, Sothis is a goddess, which is not completely out of left field, because I kind of had an inkling of that earlier anyways. But Sothis being the goddess is a bit of a bombshell. We can put it that way.
It's like she was something, but...
Now she's the thing. The one thing.
Also, to confirm, you didn't hear the game earlier, right?
What?
I haven't heard the game.
I opened a battle, like, in the game earlier.
Oh no,
because-
after I mentioned it, I haven't heard it since.
Same.
Okay, good. I've gated it then, I think.
Too much merriment.
Too many people being happy, I can't stand it.
The librarian betrayed us. The Death Knight is back. Is this the time to be throwing a ball?
Yes. It is. What is everybody at for motivations right now? I need to know these things. So Dimitri is kind of low. Felix is totally full, so I'm not going to do anything with him for lost items. Gotcha.
Hey,
Okay, then
what's this about? The ball.
dance over here.
Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular.
Like? Knights like? What about you? How are you doing on motivation? Ooh, Shamir could use lost items.
What's this? The ball. It's an event. Thank you.
Oh no, I did. Fuck! I didn't want to do that. Oh, I wish there was a confirmation on that. Damn it! I misclicked, and I can't rewind time right now.
Welcome to tea time.
Ah,
You can't go. Yeah, you can't turn back time during tea time.
I know, and it sucks.
This game really is like Persona. Like, to quote from Igor, now that you have made
You
a
called?
contract
So I
in the
came.
Velvet Room, you must now abide to the choices you make.
My favorite tea. Even the smell
Oh
calms
wow,
me.
and I completely picked her favorite one by sheer chance
Thank you.
How do you know it's their favorite?
because she said it's my favorite tea.
Oh, literally in the text.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what you're into. You're very guarded. You might be into fashion? You look good. No.
Yes.
I could see her being more interested in the food in the dining hall just because, like, okay, what's the next meal?
Snacks?
Yes.
Okay, so she is into foodsies.
Yes.
School days, survival skills, for sure. Yeah, you're a sniper. You're into that, I can tell.
You always have an interesting look on your face.
Interesting look. Yeah, well, no. Sip. Yeah, okay, yeah, I did it. I saved it. I got a perfect tea time, except I failed one, so it's not perfect. Ah, sweet, I can observe. Yes.
Admiring my gloves? I always wear them. I never know when I'll have to handle a weapon.
Yes, the gloves. That's what I was looking at. Saved it.
Professor? Admiring my gloves? I always wear them.
Damn it, I forgot to open the chest.
Sure.
I hate my...
Nod. Yep. God, that's a very large necklace.
Oh? I guess.
I mean, the choker's good, but it's just a huge neck. I didn't know I could even move the camera around. Wait, can I really have multiple conversation topics? I've only ever hit one before, but I just got a second plus. Now I have to know. Do the lean back thing again.
Can we like take a moment to acknowledge the fact that Nintendo's localization team wasn't being so strict this time?
I don't know what you're on about.
Not bad.
So you know how the Japanese version of Fates, they
quiet
like...
here.
Hold.
I like it.
Oh, okay, never mind. That wasn't important. Yeah, the Japanese version of Fates, they took out the petting minigame, except that it's kind of still there. That's fine. I'm glad for that, because that was weird and shouldn't have belonged in Fates in the first place. It shouldn't have belonged in Fire Emblem in the first place.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, that's fair. But you can see that this kind of takes inspiration from that, like when you're doing the inspecting.
I don't know. It's kind of just like a close look at the model to me, and it's... Yeah, no, that's fair. The first time I did it, it was weird.
Yeah, it's like, like even when you do zoom in for the first time in Fates, like,
That was delicious.
It was
Thank
curveball.
you. I'll visit again when I'm free.
Okay, well that went well. It was accidental, but it went well. And I got some charm. Nice. I wanted to hit lost items.
It's not mine. It's not.
Okay.
Hey, now you can.
Also, I think I might be able to go first person? I don't know. Support, Tubeless, Shamir. Okay, I didn't have a thing with Shamir before, but now I do. I was hoping it was Leonie. Damn it, I want to talk with that Lance girl. I want to steal her for my team. I need her. I have to start training her in heavy armor.
Do you have to at least get a C in order to increase the chances of recruiting?
I don't know. Oh, a silver shield could be good. It's intermediate black magic. Mild problem there. My regular black mages, my regular black mage, Annette, is currently not a black mage. I do have Felix.
So I can't answer that if Ryan wants the information or not. But that's if Ryan wants the information.
What did I ask?
On the if supports help make things more lenient.
Oh yeah, I know they definitely do. I just don't think there's a hard line on it. So he's got a B in reason currently, but he's only got 9 resistance. Felix cannot take a magic hit, so I don't know if it's a smart idea to stick him into the tournament.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, I don't think. What about Hahnemann?
He's a professor. He doesn't come with much. I guess, actually, he's got 20 magic and 17 resistance. That's not bad at all.
That's mage.
But he's only level 15. Recommended level is 18 or higher. Which means Flane is also out. She's only 14, and Dorothea's out because she's only 15. I do have Sylvain, but I don't think Sylvain has much for magic or resistance either. He's mostly, like, supposed to be a melee unit. I check him in here. He has only 14 magic and only 8 resistance. Yeah, my best unit would have been Annette, but even Annette doesn't have much when it comes to resist. The person who would have done this is fucking Mercedes! She had like 15 resistance! Ah! Everything's falling apart without her! God damn all of the world and life.
You truly miss her, don't you?
Yes! Immensely.
You don't want to close your eyes. You don't want to fall asleep.
I don't know the song. Local specialties, Master Seal for 2,700. I feel like those are going to be very rare, and I have 31,000. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Having one probably won't be... I'm not gonna buy a ton of them, but having a single one is probably a good idea. That's another Master Seal on sale, and you have Ogma Wolverine. No thanks. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna pass.
It's this. Oh, I know what that is. Not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
about it,
it's a food stuff. It's for the meals, and I haven't done a lot of that. Yeah, let's do the 4-person recon. So I have to look for Bernie, for Linhart, for Catherine, and for Robed Petra, okay? Training begin, I got 1:30. You're not Catherine. Oh god, then none of them are in an easy spot. By which I mean visible from where I started. This is gonna suck. This is gonna really suck. I haven't found any of them yet, and I'm 30 seconds in.
Hello.
Oh god. Oh, they're all so far away. Why are they all so far away?
Right.
I ain't gonna win this. Like, the fuck, dude? Come on!
It's like the first time it was like easy, and then after that it's just like everybody became expert hiders.
I have 30 seconds left and I haven't found a 1. There, finally, Traveler Jesse. 1. On like the edge of the map.
You need to at least find one for the benefits, or...
Catherine! Okay, that's... No, wait, you're my Catherine. Fuck! Well, everything failed. You earned a bit of prestige. Just a little bit. I got a chunk of chicken. Okay. Sure, I'll take that. What's Flame been up to? Got Faith, got a Queen Loach, got some monies. Alright. Local specialties, let's send you off with...
Do you even get any benefit from doing the online stuff?
You get something. Like, some things.
You get some things from the recon, and then there's the local specialties. Depending on what people put up, it can vary what you get depending on what shows up.
I've got a few cheap seals from it, and a bit of unit experience from sending them out.
I've collected, because you know, a bit back, like in the Discord, where I said that I had gotten something from a local specialty, but I feel like I
Legend
didn't
has
have
it
yet.
that long ago, a female student in the
Since we
academy
already know
met
that
with a
basically every
mysterious man
certification
at the
requires a
goddess
seal,
tower.
I kind of have
They
gotten
fell in
like
love
4 or
at
5
first sight,
master seals
and were
recently.
bound together
Gotcha.
forever after. But that's not the really interesting part. The incredible part is that the man was apparently the Adrestian Emperor himself.
Ooh.
What I wouldn't give to fall in love at first sight with a splendid and powerful gentleman. I want my own fairy tale romance, and I want it now.
Well, you're not gonna get it now, little Miss Whiny Student. Stop being so demanding. You have the Adrestian Empress right here. Why are you macking on her?
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always
Well, that was
plotting.
worth it.
Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late.
What happened?
Hi there.
Oh, finally got Manuela to a bishop, and only got 1 up on defense.
Wonderful. Well, she's got a new class to master. That legitimately is probably worth it.
Yeah.
Unfinished score belongs to someone who likes to sing. Okay, so that'll be Dorothea's or Manuela's. Blue stone belongs to someone who likes to paint. I don't know anything about that.
It's almost time for the ball. Oh my, am I excited! This being a school, we don't have many chances to get dressy.
Do any of these things belong to you?
Never.
No, they do not. Okay, cool. Moving on.
All right. Some scary things have been happening lately. I hope that this month, of all months, is peaceful. The ball is coming up and everything. Although I'm not much of a dancer, actually.
I feel you, Ignatz. I don't know if really anybody here is much of a dancer.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So that's one less thing that I have to check on.
Ah, the long-awaited ball. Finally an opportunity to showcase my exquisite skills on the dance floor. These skills were ingrained in me when I was a boy. My hands and feet move on pure instinct.
God, I wish I could dance. It's impressive. And I have no ability to do it whatsoever.
I feel like, the way how I've always felt it, like, anyone's able to dance, just that it's like, depends on the style.
The style and the environment. I know I have the ability in me to do something that some people will consider dancing sometimes, but it's only ever happened when I'm in the right environment with the right people and just the right level of drunk. Then I can command a dance floor and just like everybody's attention is on me right now for the next 30 minutes. But that has happened about 3 times in my life.
God,
It's
I hate
true
clubbing.
that Tomas was employed here
I am
under
only
the
good at,
recommendation
like,
of House Ordelia.
The dances you do with a whole bunch of people, as in the cha-cha slide and the electric slide, and
But that's all I know of the topic.
what's that one
I
song?
never even
What's
seen
that one
him prior
dance
to
last
enrolling
song?
here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there. I'm still feeling bothered by all of this. But there's not much else I can
Wobble,
say
that's
about it
it,
right
wobble.
now.
Okay, right. I've already had a support with you, so I could ask for recruitment. I wonder what happens if I reject them. Will they, like, ask again another time, or do you only ever get one chance? Because it'd be nice to know if I've got the requirements for somebody, even if I want to let their level continue going up independent of me.
What?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Yes? I'm actually very busy right now.
Okay, she doesn't want to join me anyways. I need more magic and faith if I was to get her.
Yeah, like, this is like, I really hope for like a proper New Game Plus on this, because it's like there's so much stuff I didn't know when I started playing through this, and it's like it really wants me to just go back, but at the same time,
How could you possibly do a new game plus in Fire Emblem?
yeah, exactly, that's the problem.
It like requires you to start from square one. You could do it on a higher difficulty, but that's about the best you could get.
True. I'm thinking more of like when it comes to the exploration, not the
I wonder
Actually, no,
if
that would just
Remire
make it
Village
worse.
will ever be the same again. How do
Isn't
you
you-
recover from such a terrible
like if your
event?
professor level carried over, that would be bad. That would just ruin
So
the game.
many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't
I
just
take
end
back
up
what I said.
abandoned.
Any of these things belong to you?
I'm sorry.
Nope, so the singing
sorry.
must belong to Manuela instead. Got it. Well, chin up, Dorothea. I'm sure we'll get through this as well as many other things. Spoon big enough to ladle out a person's entire portion with one scoop probably belongs to a big eater, so that would be Raph's. I know that much.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hello, girl.
Our life in Remire Village is gone.
Oh, you're from Remire.
Father and mother.
Both your
gone.
parents are dead.
Why couldn't you have arrived just a little
Look,
sooner?
would you rather your whole place have burned to the ground? Would you rather you be dead too? Don't blame me. God. That is a rough question to try to respond to.
This is a rare opportunity to enjoy
It doesn't
yourself.
help that it's a child,
Please,
too.
leave everything else to us. The Remire Village
This makes it
incident,
even harder to
the search
answer.
for Tomas, we have it handled. You just focus on enjoying the ball with your students. It's for the good of everyone, don't you think? If the professors walk around in a state of distress, the students will be uneasy too.
All right, that's fair. Let the professors focus on what they need to do so that the students can have fun. I'm cool with that. Hey, there's an item here. Freshwater snail that occasionally attracts fish. Okay, well that's one thing. Time to start rooting around in everybody's rooms. Wait, I'm on the lower level. I have to come up here. There's a whole nother line of dormitories that I haven't checked yet. Girl just needs to grow up. Dimitri's parents died when he was young. You don't see him whining about it much. Exactly.
Well, to be fair, we didn't know what he was like before, like when he was still a kid. Like, for all we know, he could have been whining like crazy when it first happened.
Yeah, and you know, he does have kind of a crazy bloodthirsty line, which has just been revealed to us. So maybe he actually is kind of whining a little. Maybe it was important to him. He might not whine, but I don't know if it's really healthy to let it out this way.
Yeah.
What's up, Bernie?
A grim reminder of my sad reality.
Oh, come on, chin up.
The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. We've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble, and I've never even been close to one of these things.
What are you like in terms of your motivation currently, Bernie? You have nothing, so these belong to you.
Hang on, I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm having some, like, what the flip moments here.
Okay. Appreciate the consideration. I know Leonie is around somewhere. I think she might have been in the main hall, because I have to talk to her again. Mercy! Why are you still hanging around here? Why are you reminding me of your existence?
Oh my
To join my team! Be on my team!
Oh no, where did that angry run out?
She's not dead, but she's still here! Grim reminder!
The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out.
Yeah, and I have lost the ability to offer any lost items to her or talk to her in any way. She's just here for the sake of world building now.
I picture her just being like a Ghost Nappa situation in Dragon Ball Abridged.
Just a reminder of my failure.
I don't think this makes it any better, but I think the way I view it is that she views you as a failed commander that has let her die too many times, and so she has decided not to participate in battle ever again.
That's even worse.
I'm gonna quit. I don't think you're doing your job very well. I'm gonna transfer to another class. No! Oh God, the reality
Black
happened.
Eagle.
Somebody else stole my girl in my own game.
Welcome to the Black Eagles.
No!
I feel like Claude would take her more likely.
This isn't actually Mercedes, it's a ghost of memories past. The giant monster was an accident, you have to let her go. Or it's like Zombie Azura all over again. Remember that funness? You're right, Azura. we need to do this. We need to kill the king.
Is it okay if I leave you there? I don't know if it's okay if I leave you there.
No lost items up here, eh? Alright, well, I'm checking every week, just in case.
Hey there.
Well, to the greenhouse. Manuel is around, she has things to talk about, and I can get some more flowers for, Leonie. Harvest. Flower seeds, lily rose, carnation. Okay, good. And I get some professor level, halfway through C+. Plant some reds, plant some purples, plant some whites. Yes. Cultivate.
I feel like it's so easy to get to the point where it's like, doing gardening for ingredients is just a waste of time.
Yeah, because you do the meals so rarely, really. Like, I plant only flowers now just because they're good for support gifts.
The only time, like, you ever really I used ingredients is for cooking, and that's only just, like, that's most of the time just fish, not like, garden plants or anything like that.
I've also been skipping entirely on cooking. I should probably do a cooking thing today because it gives everybody points. More flowers for Leonie to ignore. She doesn't hate them.
Great. Just great. It's that time when all the students
like-
get all
and
lovely.
it's like-
Hold.
You're new, but you know about the ball, yeah? I can't bear it. Young love is wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest. Oh, I wish I could fall in love too.
Manuela, much like Petra, Manuela speaks to me on a personal level. I'm 30 years old and single. Just like, Manuela, please, be real so that we can solve each other's problems. Alright. Any of these belong? Wait, I need to check. Whoa, so what were you saying?
Like, I honestly lost my train of thought.
Cool, well, that's gonna happen a lot because there's a lot of voice talking in the exploration
Great.
section.
You're new. I can't bear it. No. No.
Oh, okay, so the unfinished song doesn't belong to Dorothea or to Manuela, and now I'm completely lost as to who could own it. Food is used for cooking or custom meals which are repeatable, unlike the chef's choice or whatever it's called. Really? Okay, I didn't know the meals were repeatable. Because that gives a bunch of professor's level. That means you could essentially just spam that over and over again for professor level.
True, and it also does give support points, so it's also really good.
Optimal for catching uncommon fish. White heron cup. Must select the representative soon. I don't know what that is. Interested in expanding my knowledge. Does anyone here know about wood carving? I could do that one. Pretty easy.
You know, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean.
And if so, like,
Sorry,
I'm not going to explain the
I'm
rest
not
of that
great
quest,
with
because
blood.
it's actually
Even when
really
I'm just
good.
thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now.
Any of these belong to you? Cool. Yeah, if I can just reduce the size of the list with people who I don't care about recruiting, that'll be great. I have a lot of bait, and I think today had a fish thing on the calendar, but it's not the golden fishing day. People have been telling me to watch out for that, and I haven't seen it yet.
Actually,
I'm
the
starting
lots
to
of
get
fish
tired
is
for
the
that.
one you want, I think.
What, is that a thing where you can catch multiple fish with one bait?
Yes.
I don't... Okay, if I've been waiting for that, then I don't care, because I don't use them.
Dude, I wish that
Well, the
happened
thing
to me
is
earlier.
that you gain experience for each fish. So instead of gaining like 20 or 30 experience off of a bait, you would gain like 120 to 150.
Oh, god damn it. Well then, is there a visual way to tell when it happens? Because I didn't look at the calendar. I just saw that there was a fish hook.
I think it gives you details when you, like, choose to examine the calendar itself.
Yeah, but I didn't look at that. That's what I'm saying, and now I can't because I'm already in the exploration mode. You see what I'm saying? I need to know if this is the day when that thing is happening, and there's no way to tell it. Oh, wait, the calendar's at the bottom, right here.
Oh.
Fistfuls of fish. Is that the one? Seems like a good opportunity for a big haul.
That is probably the one. That is the one that probably gives you multiple fish whenever you use a single piece of bait.
Can I get a confirmation? Is that the one?
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy.
That story sounds fake. No, I'm not gonna hate on him. Gotta make him like me.
We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, Whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart
Like, it's
does
so easy to be a
lot.
jerk to Alois, and it's just...
Well, he makes it so easy to do that.
Exactly. Like when people say like when I compare like the Emil comparison I made earlier, like it's not completely wrong.
He's just so lighthearted and like
He's so lighthearted and gullible.
Gullible and like charming in that like really just sort of that way that makes you want to fuck with him. Just like, dude, you gotta toughen up just a little bit.
Also, we did get a confirmation from Walnut.
Yeah, exactly. So, so I'm gonna keep looking around until I get the rest of the bait, and then we're gonna spend a bunch of time a-fishing.
Heck yeah.
Alois is the best teacher. Fight me with gauntlets, puns for life. Alois is not the best teacher. Best teacher, well, I mean, he's faculty. He's not a professor. The professors are Manuela, myself, and Hanneman. And the best professor is Manuela. If you want to talk about the best faculty, then I think you have to compete against Catherine and Shamir, both of whom are fantastic in their own way, and even better together, so... Alois, you can't compete with somebody who has shortcut black hair and who is catty with her best friend. It's just not gonna happen.
It also depends on how you look at teacher as a word for this definition. Because technically he can faculty train you, but he's
not a
better
professor.
in specifics.
He can teach you.
in.
He can teach you, but he's not a professor.
Maybe.
Used to repair broken weapons. I think I just stole a smithing stone from the blacksmith. This is the
That's
blacksmith's
fine.
shop. There is a stone laying right in front of it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm just gonna take this now.
Blacksmith just
What
like,
do you
we
require?"
have hundreds of those. You can have one if you want.
That
Farewell.
doesn't seem very wise of you, blacksmith. Okay, I need to see if there's anything in here that I can use as a cheap gift for Leonie, because I still don't think I'm quite there with her yet. Floral adornment is, yeah, I know she likes the fish one. Tasty baked treat is some for somebody else. Smoked meat is for Petra, and that's cheap, so I'll buy that
You have a
anyways.
good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
I know
You
she
have a good
does
eye.
like the riding boots, but it's only a 1 point. So is the Legends of Chivalry, so is the Ceremonial Sword. Those are
Come
expensive things that don't give her any more than just like a simple flower would. Fishing float. Yeah, she likes the fishing float a lot.
I thank you.
Hunting
This
dagger's
one,
good for
yes?
Petra. I know I already
I
have
thank
Petra, but I just want her to love me. Training
This
weight
one,
is good
yes?
for Leonie.
I thank you.
Oh, and I can buy baits.
This one, yes?
Hell yeah! Just buy all the baits,
This one,
man.
yes?
They're super cheap, and I'm gonna do so much fishing today.
I think
should have
this
been
one, yes?
buying these up earlier in preparation
This
for
one,
this
yes?
day.
Bloody business, baits.
I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome.
Smithing stones are just samples. For if you don't have smithing stones, you can't forge. And if you can't forge, they can't get their gold. And when you think about it, it's a brilliant marketing strategy. Either that or they're blind. But let's not think about that possibility. You know what they could do is offer, you know, their ability to forge and then just charge you for smithing stones. Yeah, Walnut, I've come to these guys all the time, but I only ever do it when I'm looking for gifts. So I haven't been stocking up on bait. This is a thing to do next time I play the game, because I'm like, I have to max out the professor level. I need all the bait, all of it.
Pardon me. Greetings, other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about
Goddess
it?
Tower,
On the
eh?
last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with.
Oh. Is there someone I feel that way about? Oh! Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, really? You're gonna make me pick. Is this just the people I have a B rank with? Like, go make a wish at the Goddess Tower with one of these 3 people.
Make a careful decision, Ryan. Do you like the dude? Do you like Felix? Or do you like Sylvain?
I like Sylvain, but he's on my not to use list anymore. Dedue comes to mind. That's it. It's like, yes, you picked Dedue. Dedue comes to mind.
On the left, if a man...
I can talk to him again and just do the same thing, so that's not an important decision. What's up, Shamir? Hell yeah, I'll hang with you any time of the week.
Hey, Professor.
Sup?
The students seem to like you.
It would seem that way, yeah.
And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor.
I knew it. I knew I could do it. Yeah.
Oh? You're an odd one. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary.
Why is that unbelievable?
I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles.
Ah, I like you even more now. You're not a fan of nobles, eh?
You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers.
I want to bench Bernie. I want to use Shamir. I love her so much. Ah.
That's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want.
Screenshot.
Ugh.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite in the game now. Favorite person. She's got the hair. She's got the attitude. She wants to punch nobles.
Yeah,
I'm
right
joking.
in the face.
But the knights do make a good business partner.
Business partner?
I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly.
And she doesn't believe in the religion! She's like a 14 on a scale of 10 right now!
Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her. I may be
Yeah,
a
there's
knight,
only one more
but
question
it still
that you
feels
need
like
to
I'm
ask
doing the
yourself.
same things I did as a merc.
Can you S-rank them?
I believe Kublis can S-rank damn near anyone. The problem is that I don't have Shamir in my party right now because I put in Bernie because people convinced me of it.
Who knows,
To be
though?
fair, Bernie's been
Maybe you and I will
carrying me
end up
like
working
crazy through my playthrough.
Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though.
That's because you're a Black Eagle and you started with her. Ash has been good to me too, but I benched him because he's a boring-ass person.
I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
You don't understand how legitimately strongly my motivation is right now to just bench Bernie and pick up Shamir. I don't even care that she's got 4 levels on my team already. I would swap it.
In a heartbeat?
Yes. She's so good. Just
Then
as
do
a
it.
person, she has more stats than Bernie. I'm doing it. I'm sorry, Bernie. But, like, everybody loves Bernie because she's just... A lot of people pick Black Eagles, and then a lot of people want to grab her, but... Shamir's too good. I can't S-rank her. I cannot S-rank... I was just gonna say I can't S-rank faculty, but Hanneman is on there. I can't S-rank female faculty. Except for Rhea, for some reason.
Question mark? Even I don't know why that's the case.
Alright, I'm sorry, Bernie. But I'm doing this for me. At this point, you have now been rebenched. The decision is made. Shamir is too perfect of a person to me. Personally.
Rip.
Bernie is cute. Bernie is fun. Everybody's seeing Bernie. I want to make my playthrough about me. And Shamir is just more me than Bernie is.
Well, my playthrough is why have
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different
Because
house.
I only have
The
so much
goddess
space,
on the
man.
night of the ball.
Yeah, I know.
But here's the twist.
Ugh.
She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine. I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
Actually, here's another question. I don't want to let this actually influence my decision this time, but I want to see who she can support with. The answer is only Dedue and Petra and Catherine and Leonie. Actually, that's not bad. Kublis, Petra, Catherine, and Catherine's only a backup right now. But Kublis, Dudu, Petra, and Leonie, those are all people that I do want to use because I've already stolen Petra and Leonie. If I hadn't been stealing other students, all she'd be able to support with is Kublis and Dudu. But these are two other people I specifically have my eye on. So she will get some supports out of it. Next talk. Does anybody know if she's a Jagan? Because that would switch my mind. Is she a Jagan?
I don't know what a Jagan is.
A Jagan is a high-level unit that joins you early on and has shit growths. I don't think she is because she has the potential of joining you really early on.
You mean like Frederick?
Yes, Frederick is a Jagan. This game does not Jagans. Okay, cool. Then Shamir, welcome to the team. Bernie, I'm sorry. Thank you for carrying me through the monster battle, but your services will no longer be needed here. I'm really doing you a favor. You probably don't want to participate in battle anyways. I'm letting her hide out in her room for forever.
Great work in Remire Village, Professor.
No, better idea. Make her an adjutant.
Make who?
Make Bernie an adjutant.
I only have one adjutant spot right now, and it's going to Catherine.
Okay, never mind then.
But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
If I get a second spot, I'll take her too, even though people say healer adjutants are the best. So, like, I also want to bring Manuela. Like, I feel like my 3 adjutant spots are probably going to go to Manuela, Catherine, and then just somebody else. Sylvain needs motivation.
Great work. But no.
None of those things are yours. Adjutants aren't that amazing from my experience. They're useful, but not something to fret over. The reason I want to take them is because adjutants still gain experience. Thus, you get another unit that's not in your direct party that is able to keep up.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out.
No. How you doing, Ingrid? What's your motivation at? Nothing. Do any of these things belong to you?
She was slathering. No.
Hooey.
No.
What's up, Casper? You're furious.
This. I'm so angry right now.
Why?
First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this.
Okay, go have fun. Just stake out on your own. I support it.
What's that?
I'm gonna hang out here in the safety of the walls with everybody else, but you let me know how your mission goes, alright?
The area with the old chapel was supposed to be off limits. It was at risk of collapse, so they didn't even post guards. It's not too strange. Does that surprise you? Meh. Garreg Mach has lots of places that are blocked off for one reason or another. That's true of the underground Holy Mausoleum as well as the Northern Woods. People call it the Sealed Forest, but as far as I can tell, it's nothing special. Just a forest.
Just a forest, you say, even though it's called the Sealed Forest. I don't know.
That's people call.
You ever heard of the Sealed Forest? It's like any ordinary forest, only sealed.
It's such a silly name. Why would you call it that if it wasn't really a thing?
Reminds me of that one, the whole Canada thing and Stick of Truth.
Okay, Gilbert, what do you got?
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us so However, I will continue investigating members of the church.
You can say it cannot be true, but that doesn't change the fact that it happened, dude.
To think that even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion. I know not how far to take my search.
Even the knights, man. Even the students, man.
Yes. A great many strange and terrible things have come to pass this year. I must not dismiss the possibility that someone among the students is behind it all.
What's your quest?
I have a request.
I'm fond of wood carving, but I lack the talent. I hear that those to the west of Foland have mastered woodwork. I'd like to learn their techniques. Find a book on wood carving and give it to Gilbert. The student who came to Foland from the west might have what you're searching for. That's probably gonna be Petra, honestly. If I had to guess.
No.
I've also got... Oh, hey, here's Raph. So that's good, and Leonie's kicking around in here, too.
The ball is coming up soon. I am so excited. I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat.
If all you care about is just food in general, would you really care that much about having the good stuff and savoring it if you just eat and eat and eat? I don't know, Raph. I don't know.
I don't even think Raph even tastes his food.
That's the thing, right? He just shovels it in so fast.
Oh, hey!
He's like
I
Goku.
can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
What else is kicking around here?
You know, I have a funny thing to say about Raphael in the battle that I'm doing right now, and that he decided to go straight over all the way to Dimitri, just to die.
He's big and he's strong, but I don't think anybody would accuse him of being that smart.
You're at the second mock battle?
Yeah.
Hello, Leonie.
I'm glad the Remire village situation got sorted out. But it's not over yet, is it? And I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore?
I don't know. You know who you can probably trust? Me. Here, please take all of my flowers that I have for you. I just love me, Leonie.
No, thanks.
Please.
Wow, this is great. Wow, this is great.
God damn it. Just, come on. Trigger the thing. Join my team already. You wanted riding and lances, and I currently have a D+ in lances and a C in armor. I mean a C in riding. I can't put any more points toward those things. It's just for you now.
I'm glad.
Take the rest of my flowers.
Glad I caught you. Could I ask you a favor? I'd really like to join your
Oh my
class.
god. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even need the support. I just mashed through it and hit recruit. I was worried that without support B it wouldn't work.
You're the only one who knows how to teach like Captain Gerald. You get what I mean, don't you? Yes! I knew you'd understand.
Get your butt in here. Get your butt in here.
Thanks to you, I'm going to be the best mercenary you've ever seen. Just watch.
That's my great night. That's my great night right there. Yes! Yes!
Yay! It's Leonie.
Right there, Leonie. She's level 17. She's a little bit behind the rest of the class right now, except for Shamir, but that's okay. Shamir can catch up. Lance Prowse level 3, Bow Prowse level 3. You don't hate heavy armor, so I can do it. Yes! What did I get for 3-star faith? Kublis got white magic avoidance plus 20 for 3-star faith. That's it. It wasn't that much. Okay, so she's got Swordbreaker. Oh, right, because she's a B in Lances. She comes with Swordbreaker. That's awesome. Wait, fuck. To be a heavy armor knight, she needs to drop her Lances immediately and go train in axes. She can do it. She can do it. I have faith in Leonie. Become the Great Knight. Become the Great Knight. You're only level 20. You still have like 10 levels. I mean, you're only level 17. You've still got 10 levels to get up to that point.
Yeah.
From E rank, that's gonna take a long time, but I have faith. We can do it, Leonie. We can do it. You and me together for life. Let's just forget that my dad Gerald ever existed. We're gonna go get married on the sunset, and then we can invite Shamir, and then she can join us, and then it'll be a three-way marriage. And not that it's like a sexual thing or nothing. It's just I want you both of you just to be all cuddly and snuggly with me forever.
That's probably like the best improv I've ever heard.
Professor, I'd like to transfer out of your class again. No. You stay with me. I won't let you go. That's the best improv ever, dude. No, that was weak sauce. That wasn't even clever. I was just coming up with shit on the spot.
That's better than what I'm capable of doing.
Well, I've been practicing. Like, I'm not gonna say that I'm not at least a little bit okay at doing it, but I'm far from the best. I just do it a lot, so I try to practice it.
Someone entered
I
the old
can only
chapel.
make some slight musical
townsfolk used
references.
it for
So I'm
feasts
just
and
like,
such
you
in
could
the
always
past.
invite Petra, and then you could eat cake by the ocean.
With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
I forgot Petra. Oh my god, we're gonna have to institute a concubine system. This is the only way that we can make this work.
Worst case scenario, harem.
How is that a worst case? You weren't thinking about it, were you?
Best case.
No, wasn't.
Bridget Techniques, a book of traditional time-honored woodworking techniques from the Bridget Archipelago. Yep. I had to go steal my new student's heirloom from home so that I can give it to one of the faculty here. What a fantastic professor am I.
Thank you very much.
Is that the way that stuff works?
It's the worst case, meaning you can only go up from that. You know, if the baseline for existence, if like the worst you could possibly get is having a harem with like no less than 3 or 4 beautiful women, yeah, I'll take that world in a heartbeat. It's not Kuuribro and his many wives, it's Kublis and her many wives. This is the Avatar. She's the one that would be marrying them.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this month passed by in peace.
Dudu and Dimitri, how are your motivations doing? Dudu is maxed out, but Dimitri could still use some
It
stuff.
seems the dastards who set Ramire village aflame have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end.
Okay, Dimitri, I need you to take a breath, take 5, take 10, count to 317. Just chill for a second, okay? You're getting, they're done, and you're getting like this again. You're making me worried.
Lost.
Twitch Prime comes with free Nintendo Online? Really? That's awesome. Man, you guys should like spend your Twitch Primes here so that I can spread the word. Kidding.
Alright, that is one of the rewards of Twitch. I am like somewhat current.
Okay. Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me.
You know who's not impressed with you right now, Ferdinand? Petra here. Maybe stop blowing up your own hairpiece.
How could you... How...
Dancing a Fodlin is not the same as dancing from Bridget. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Bridget, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing.
So they just go nuts with everybody doing what they want to do. That's the dance. I wish that, like, I guess it kind of is in a club, but, like, I wish that people could feel comfortable just going nuts with whatever they want to do to music. And that other people wouldn't, like, get all judgy about it.
That's fair.
Petra, how's your motivation? Dirt bottom, alright. Any of these belong to you?
This is...
Buoy, okay? Moving on. That's another thing, I guess. It's unrelated entirely to what I was just talking about, but it seems to me that based on what I've seen from some of the other houses, and maybe it's just that it's at its worst in the Black Eagles, but, like, I don't think the Blue Lions have anybody in their base class that's all hoity-toity about their house or about their noble lineage. Ferdinand definitely is, and he's an asshole about it. And...
okay, I'm not gonna
yes.
deny that.
That dude with the purple hair and the sharp nose. He's crazy hoity-toity about his nobleness. Even if he's got, like, good reasons for it, or reasons that he's convinced himself are good, he's all up about his nobleness. I don't think there's anybody in the Blue Lions that acts that way. Mercedes don't care, Dedu's from a dead country, Annette is just here to study, Felix wants to be alone and is, like, kind of an asshole, Ash doesn't care, Ingrid just wants to be a knight, Sylvain's the only one who could be, like, accused of doing it a little bit, and in the supports I've seen from him, he's, like, very explicit about, like, I hate that I have a crest. I fucking despise it. It ruins my life. Ferdinand is definitely more obnoxious than Lorenz, but what I'm saying is that Lorenz is still like, I'm a noble and thus I'm better than people. So even if his reason for it is like, I have to protect them because I'm better, it still boils down to, I'm better than people. I don't think any of the Blue Lions have that, which makes me like them so much more.
Oh.
And I just realized that right now.
On the plus, at least Ferdinand isn't our house leader.
Oh, God. I don't even want to think about that.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to invite to a rendezvous at the Goddess Tower. However, I can't imagine he'd be interested in a sheltered ingenue like myself. It's hard to pluck up the courage when that's where my thoughts always take me.
Big mood. I understand that.
Hi.
Like, oh, I wish I could ask this person, but they're just gonna say no. Nobody wants to say yes to me, and then, so you never ask. It hurts. It really hurts.
Another month full of chaos.
Big mood.
I've barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk?
And what makes Flame so special? Does that not bother you?
It does, but I've tried to ask what makes Flame so special and gotten a bunch of, dead ends. Hey, Annette.
So, Tomas the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice.
All a front, all a fake.
Oh, come on, Self. You're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month.
How's Annette's motivation? I feel like Annette consistently has low motivation because Annette also consistently has high motivation, and I keep teaching her when she's like the last person that needs one-on-one tutoring. What I missed last month? Xenogre King, you missed
everything.
We did the battle. We did the battle where the villagers were crazy and we had to hunt down Tomas, the bad guy, because he was a bad guy.
Hey, you.
So now I'm just doing some running around in a new month where there's a ball to be had. Yay! And I think I'm probably gonna skip out on any battles this month because I already have I'm already so far ahead of the curve in experience. Like, I'd rather honestly just work on professor level a bit this month. Try to get myself to that B so I can get a second adjutant.
Hello.
Also, welcome, Zeno. How you doing tonight?
What?
What's up with the counselor? 3 notes. That's Felix. Words cannot express my disgust with the students here. So many of these fools rely on their noble status or their crest power as an excuse to shirk their training. Calling them fools is out of line. You should spar with them. They shouldn't be a problem as long as they're keeping you up. I know he wants to spar. Spar with him, man. Felix is satisfied with your response. Next up, Rhea, why are you putting something into the confession box? I'm occasionally asked to attend tea parties, but in truth, I do not care for hot beverages. I've considered waiting until it cools to drink, but I fear that would seem rude. Just be honest, let it cool, it's fine. I should train yourself to enjoy hot beverages. Just be honest. Bam, go for that one. She was good with that. Rhea's satisfied. Yeah. One more. There are as many men in the world as there are stars in the sky, but you meet so few good men during your time on this planet. How does one meet a worthy partner? It might be best to give up completely. I'm sorry to say, Manuela. I mean, mystery person. All you can do is patiently wait, man or no man, lots of people care about you. I'm gonna try that. Hey, that worked. Yeah. I aced it! I aced the consultation box, finally! Woo!
Oh no. What happened in Ramire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to.
What happened?
Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop
turning back the hands of
has
time.
invited those who lost everything to stay at Garrett
I think
Mock.
that alone
We pray that
answers
they will
the
be able to
question.
return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
Who else is kicking around here? Hey, Flame!
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. Ah, I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I'm very much looking forward to it.
As long as you can get over the sense of embarrassment, then yeah, just go do it and love it. The Ramire Village incident is kind of fucked up and disturbing in tone. Yeah, a bunch of people were screwed with in their head, experimented on, and then there were people who weren't that had to just live with that for a while, and then their entire home was burned to the ground. It's kind of undeniably terrible. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Hey, Marianne, what's up?
A ball? I don't think I'll partake.
Why not? Come on, come out. At least enjoy the free food and drinks and stuff.
What's this? What's
Everybody loves a bit of free food. Well-used fishing rod with no hook. It probably belongs to a fisher who doesn't care about how much they catch. Okay, that's a something. How much renown do I have currently? I did some extra battles last time.
Need something.
I have 1,500 points. Okay, that's enough to get one more thing, but on every front, the one thing I can get is Divine Pulse, 1,000 points. So I gotta decide where I want to go with this. Lance skills, faith, experience, and luck charm. Axe skills, authority, experience, and strength speed. I have a lot of axe users. I think I might want to go with Saint Kikol because I've got Dimitri trying to focus on axes. I'm gonna need to put Leonie on axes to be a heavy armor knight. And that's it, but that's two people that are kind of important. Hello, amazing Mr. C. I got Saint McCule statue, which is sword skills, reason, experience, and magic. Oh, also the Saint Chikol leads me towards strength and speed max +5, and strength and speed are the two, like, most obviously this is a fantastic stat to have. I already have the plus heavy armor skill. The last one is bow skills, brawling skills, experience, and def and resistance. Defense and resistance are also really good, so I think if I'm going to go for anything, it's going to be Saint Kikol and Saint Indek. But Saint Kikol first until I get to that axe skill. So I'm going to put this in right now since I have the ability to.
You're all set. See you again soon.
Yeah, because Dimitri is not... I think actually Dimitri might specifically dislike axes. But I want to put him through axes to make him into a Wyvern Lord. Yeah, he hates axes. He's good at swords and lances, but I want to make him a Wyvern Lord, so he has to get good at it. He's got a skill in sword, lance, and riding, which would make him a sure set for a paladin. But then, like, where do you go from there? Because he has a down in reason and a middling in faith. If you wanted to make Dimitri into a master class, what could he possibly be? Great Knight, with the armor, needs heavy armor and axes. So you'd still have to train him in axes either way. Or in faith to make him a holy knight. Or in bows to make him a bow knight. Yeah, I've had Dimitri using axes for a while now. So with 1500 more renown, we can, yeah, 1500 more renown, I can get that plus axe skill. Honestly surprised your entire army isn't made up of armor knights already. Dude, if only. If I could, I would, but I have to get some amount of versatility here. I'm still a Fire Emblem vet. I still understand the value of having swords masters and healers and magic men on your team. I do love me some armor, but not exclusively. And the last person who I tried to train in heavy armor is dead now because she didn't pass her exam.
Last month was, well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful. This ball, though, I don't know. It's all new to me.
Ash is good on motivation, although if I don't plan to train Ash ever again, then I can just go through the lost items.
Hey,
Motivation increased. He was already maxed, but that's fine. That was really more for just clearing up the list. I could theoretically make a team of heavy armor knights in another playthrough. Maybe when I go yellow, I'll just make them all heavy armor knights. Yeah. Yeah. Give them all bows. Heavy armor bow knights. And then I need to check the second floor for one more quest, a few more people to talk to. We have 20 viewers. Hello, new viewers. How are you guys doing tonight? This is higher than the last few nights of Fire Emblem have been.
Before the
Try out
ball,
a game.
it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique. The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please.
I haven't even been considering, because they haven't given it to me so far, I haven't been considering the option of getting a dancer. Oh, somebody's entire plan is gonna have to get uprooted.
Oh.
Oh, I was waiting
Oh
for this.
boy.
Who? Who though? Do. Go out. Show
Heck
them
yeah.
the Dusker dance.
Let's make the do it dancer.
Well, Bernie, I think you're back on the list. No, not Bernie. I mean, that would be a way to keep her in the team, but that means I have to drop somebody else. Ingrid, Dimitri, Petra, Kublis, Felix, Catherine, / Leonie, Bernie / Shamir. I have to update a couple of these. Manuela is a Holy Knight / Flayn. No, I don't think I can make Flayn into a Holy Knight. Yeah, Flayn's got to be a Grimoire because Flayn hates riding. And that's on a Dark Knight path. Didu's on a War Master path. I don't have a Holy Knight. Yes, Hollow. Earlier here's how it went down, okay? You guys had all convinced me into using Bernadetta, and Bernadetta is cute and awesome, and I buy that. Everybody loves Bernadetta already. I accidentally button mashed my way into a tea time with Shamir, and then Shamir took me out on a support conversation, and everything about her personality is exactly what I love, and I cannot reject her any longer in my soul, in my life, in my heart, so she's taking Bernadetta's place. I have to have her on my team. She hates nobles. She wants to punch them in the face. You don't understand. It's a direct lie. The short black hair and hate nobles. I must have her.
It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I
He's
hope
gonna
that you
take
and
her
your
and
students
Petra
will
out to eat
choose to
cake by Jewish.
participate. May I ask
The White
a
Heron
favor
Cup is a
of you?
competition of skill and grace in dance. Please encourage the house to participate. That said, if you are serious about winning, be sure to choose your representative carefully. And you only get this option if you win. So, like, my decision is gonna be weighed by who I think has a legit shot at it. Not just who I'm willing to drop. The White Heron Cup dance contest takes place at the beginning of week 3. Select a student to represent your house by the end of week 2. You selected student may learn a unique way to inspire their allies in combat. I don't want to know, but I don't... Here, so, don't tell me, but currently, with the way this game has been working, I don't know if that means they get a dancer class, they get a dancer ability, they get a dancer, like, item or something. To participate, you must select a representative by the end of week 2. What is it? What are they actually going to be judged on, though?
Before the ball, each house, the student, it is a...
I don't rightly know.
I have looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us. I have also discovered that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on? Yes. I'm
Awesome.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So we got rid of one more item. That's good. I could probably... Sorry, not probably. I know I can do the game without a dancer too. So regardless who I pick, I can make it happen. I did Fire Emblem 6 when my dancer died. And I finished Fates when my dancer died. It's not impossible. It's just kind of like a cool thing to have on hand. Encyclopedia of Foland's Fish. It is the product of collaboration between countless fishermen and monastery students who compiled a thorough collection of studies regarding the habits of fish, advanced fishing methods, and even recipes. And that's professor experience. Hell yeah. Old cleaning cloth with a crest-like design probably belongs to someone who worked for a noble house.
Garrig Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think? Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of Garrig Mach. It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself.
You probably should be.
Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one in 5 years will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Teaching in 5 years. You know, I gotta say, I don't think it's gonna happen. Don't know why, I just have an inkling. I have a support with Seteth now, of all people. Okay, wasn't expecting that, but sure. Hanneman's got plenty of motivation, so I'm not gonna drop that with him. Unsoiled dusting cloth that has clearly never been used probably belongs to someone who hates cleaning. This is the last area of people to talk to, and then we can figure out how to spend the time spots we have left. Experienced magic user who loves fishing. Okay.
Could I trouble you?
Hey, you.
Whoops, sorry.
Nah, Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe
Well,
it.
you better fucking believe it, kid, because I watched his head swell about 3 times and grow all poppy with veins. He's a bad guy.
There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well, I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past.
I still don't know who you are and why I should give 2 fucks about your existence. Honestly. Game hasn't made that clear to me yet.
Hey, that's mine.
I could recruit you right now.
I learned all sorts of things, so I can do as much as possible for Lady Rhea. Cleaning, chopping wood, making feed. Oh, and I'm learning the bow and arrow from Shamir. I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class.
He's definitely offering.
That's fine. I'm busy anyway. Just thought I'd offer to help you out. I can be real helpful, you know, so it's your loss.
I chose to turn him down. Cyril looked disappointed. Yeah, so it seems like if you ask them and then say no, there's some negative to it. Maybe I've knocked him out forever. I don't know. I don't even know what he'd be good for. Why is he a thing? Why is he a thing? Yeah, he just sort of wanders in Rhea's shadow all game. That's all he's done the whole time. I'm led to believe that small children are good as body shields. Hot damn, Nitro. Being especially cruel to the chillins, I see.
I can halfway agree with that. I use Flame as a body shield a little bit.
He's level 17 and he still has a commoner status. Everybody else has actual classes. Hubert's a mage.
What?
Shamir's a sniper. Leonie's a cavalier. He's level 17 as a commoner. There's one thing to note about Cyril that's interesting, but I'll only mention if you want to know it. Here's a better question. I've asked him to recruit. Well, here, I have two questions. I've asked him to recruit. Does anybody know, since I said no, if he will never offer again? And B, if this thing is significant, should I look at him now, or should I wait until I have a spot open and then see what he can fill? Because I recruited a bunch of people that I don't have space for right now, so they're just going to sit and languish at their current level.
Okay, I just got back. What are we talking about?
Cyril. I don't understand why he's in this game. He just exists. All he does is talk about Lady Rhea. I have support with him. I can recruit him, but he's a level 17 commoner.
Wait, by support, what level?
See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what level. The point is, he's a random ass NPC with whom I can get supports, and he's wearing rags. Why is he marked as special? The game has given me no indication as to this yet. And I can't see his character profile.
Sheesh!
This is why I came to the choir. I thought I might be able to look into it here, but like, from here I can see his level and what class he is, and I thought that would give me some indication as to what he's supposed to be. Nope, all it says is commoner.
I'm at the point now where it's like, no matter how many times I turn back screw it. I'm just gonna go all the way back to the beginning.
There's a reason you'd want him, but you seem set in your party. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that right now. Honestly, he's not really. He's an extra guy to use if you're feeling spicy. So, yeah, since I already have my party set, and I already have too many ways to fill it, sure, tell me, what's the deal with Cyril?
If it's story spoiler related though, don't.
Obviously. He's the game's Donald. He has aptitude.
Ah.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, alright then, that's fair. If he'd been given to me earlier, or if I had space for him, I would use him. And on a subsequent playthrough, for sure I'll make space for that. But as is, there's already too many characters I am personally support-wise attached to want to pick up.
Oh, shoot,
Cyril.
wrong thing. Wrong target.
He's the trainee unit. Okay, gotcha. You shut your face, Mr. C. I love trainee units. The only reason I'm not doing it here is because I don't have room for them.
On top of that, it's also pretty late in the game to the point where it doesn't really matter.
Usually you get trainee units, yeah, a little earlier. I have worked up Nino from her appearance in late game. You get her around like level 5 or level 10 of your second class, and she's only a mage. I have worked Nino up. It's possible. But I don't want to drop anybody else. I don't want to put Cyril in place of anybody I have on my team right now. That's the thing. I like Ingrid. I have to use Dimitri. I specifically recruited Petra. I like Felix.
Opinion, she's worth it.
I like Leonie. I just recruited Leonie. I like Catherine. I like Bernie. I like Shamir. I already have 2 archers. I like Annette. She's got so much authority. Blaine is my healer. I could maybe make Sealer into a replacement healer, but like, why? And then Dedue is my War Master. I guess if Dedue goes down, since he already lost a life, if Dedue goes down, I can take Cyril and make him her replacement War Master. That's all I got. The differences between Nino and Cyril. Nino is cool. Cyril's a fanboy servant in brown rags from the street. That's another thing too, yeah, like I've even had a support conversation with him. I've had a tea time with him. There's nothing about his character, as it were, that's making me want to know more. He just kind of exists. So I'll pass by on that.
He's there. That's it.
Yeah, he's there, all right. He's nobody can deny that he's definitely there. Oh, it's the choir festival. Okay, effects are enhanced by the uplifting nature of the event. So everybody that doesn't get a downgrade from it will have a better result out of this. So Kublis with Faith is good. Annette with Faith is also good, since she's going to be primarily a magic user at the end of all this. Manuela's a priest, who I currently have marked down as my best option for a Holy Knight. And past that, I still don't think Sylvain knows enough about Faith to get to heals, which is a problem. But Flane is going to be learning plenty of healing, so she doesn't need any boosts in it. Sure, grab Annette and Manuela. Professor level!
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo.
Yes, significantly stronger bonds, significant amount of faith experience, and significant amount of authority experience. Very good. Yes. So that's that. Wait, why are there so many... Oh, I see. All of the speech bubbles have popped up so that because I can pick somebody to be my dancer.
A ball? There's a dance contest as well? I see. I'll cheer for our class, of course. So, who will represent our house in the contest?
Should I choose Marianne as our house representative in the White Heron Cup Dance Contest? The person who doesn't even want to come.
I'm sure
no thanks.
Whoever represents our class will do a fine job. Much better than I could do.
Is there is there anywhere in the game where it tells you what they're judged on specifically? Because all they said is like,
do you want to know?
Agility and grace and stuff. No, I want to know if there's a place where it tells you. I don't want you to just tell me. I want to know if the game makes it explicit or if you have to guess off of vague hints.
I'll give you a minor hint that... yes. Oh, Banky beat me to it.
Manuela tells you after you assign somebody. Do you get the chance to change that assignment after that?
No. Wait, trust me, I tried.
Okay. Then I will deal with the decision as it tells me. As I have to make a guess based off the vague hints. I will do that. Let me go talk to Rhea again and see if she'll give me if she'll repeat what the hint was.
Before the ball, it is each house must
beauty,
select
grace,
a
and
representative
technique
to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique.
Beauty, grace, and technique.
The student who is deemed the winner, it is a very precious thing.
Okay, beauty, grace, and technique. Of the people that I have in my roster, because I will open it up to the entire roster at this point. If it's for the sake of a dancer, I could shuffle somebody around if I have to. Dimitri's out. I think Felix is out. Fuck Ash. Never using him. No. Sylvain's a maybe. Annette's a maybe. Ingrid's a maybe. Bernadetta. I feel like Bernadetta would just freeze up. She's probably almost a guaranteed loss. Dorothea, I think, is a real shot. To the point where I was wondering if she was going to be a dancer just based on her character description. Petra's a maybe, but I definitely want her to go Wyvern Lord. Still, I'm not going to knock her out. Marianne is the same deal as Petra. Sorry, let me go back to the top because I need to mark down who's actually possible. I feel like if you put in your own professor, it might not work. I don't know. Making your
Professors are banned.
Yeah, professors are banned. Okay, so she's out. But I was just gonna say, like, you make your MC the dancer? That seems odd. I will legit consider Dedu. Sylvain, maybe, since he is a charmer. And that would give me an excuse to keep Sylvain in the party. Annette's kind of a smarmy, it's not smarmy, kind of a smart nerd, so maybe not her. Ingrid, perhaps. Bernie's out. Dorothea. Petra. Leonie, probably not. She's very knightly, not about dancing. Flame, maybe. And if I made Flame the dancer, that would give me room for another priest, i.e. Manuela. I could also put up Manuela as the dancer, since she was a previous opera singer, but she's a professor, so probably not. Catherine's out, Shamir is out, that's it. Okay, so my real options, I'm gonna offer, honestly, I'm gonna immediately go and see if I can offer it to Manuela, and if it doesn't work, then I've got backups.
But you've got plenty.
I have 6. I have 6 backups.
Great. Just great. I can't. Oh, speaking of the ball, Professor, have you selected your representative for the dance contest yet? If you don't, the contest will go on without your house, and that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, so I can't ask her. Okay, so Manuela is out. After that, my options are Dedu, Sylvain, Ingrid, Dorothea, Petra, and Flame. I have some vague reasons for all of those. Dorothea is the most obvious option. I only have Ingrid up because she's a lady knight, honestly. I now that I'm thinking about it, she's probably not going to be very good at dancing. She's very knightly, not beauty inclined or anything like that. And I'm going off of character, not off of statistics. Because until I know what the judgment is, I can't know the statistics. Dedu, I'm judging because he's a foreigner. He's from that Dusker place. He might have something culturally that people would find interesting. However, beauty and grace, he's neither of those things. He's a big boy. So I think I'm gonna knock Dedu out of the running. My reasons are very similar when it comes to Petra. She's from a foreign nation, from an island nation. You might have something that seems exotic, but she's also an axe-wielding maniac, so probably not the best option. Which leaves me with Sylvain, Dorothea, and Flame.
Hey, for all you know, Petra might just go up there and just do something like Hunter-like. Maybe a hunting dance, maybe.
But I can only judge based off of, like, my rough guessings. Has there been a male dancer not counting the herons? I don't think there has been. Oh, there was a bard. Nils. Ninian and Nils from Fire Emblem 7. He wasn't a dancer, but he was a bard and he did the same thing. So I think Dorothea would be the basically easy win, unless there's some statistical judgment and she would fall behind because she's not a high enough level. Flayn, if it's judged off statistics, she's even lower. I don't see anything in her stats that would directly align with beauty, grace, and technique. Dexterity might work with technique. That's the closest I can get. Maybe charm, dexterity and charm, and speed? Those are the only things I can think of that might work towards the stats. KV Johnson, please. I've only had Petra for a day and a half, but if anything happened to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Is that show where that quote came from? I've never known where it actually came from. Can I see Sylvain's stats real quick? Sylvain's stats are as such. He's got real good speed, and he's got 14 charm. And 17 dexterity. You know what? You know what? You know what? I want to give it to Sylvain. I legit want to try to give it to Sylvain. Even if it doesn't work, I want to try. If it goes through...
At least I have something to help him woo the ladies.
If it goes through, I will have a male dancer, and I'll have a reason to keep Sylvain on the team, and I'm super interested in his supports.
Let's go, male booty dancer.
Damn it, we're going. Sylvain, Sylvain dancer, let's go.
You've committed.
Where are you, Sylvain? I have a once-in-a-lifetime proposition for you.
Hey. Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was
Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you.
But no, now isn't the time to get lost.
You could become a star.
We'll teach you the ways of the booty.
The ball is almost here. So, Professor, who will be representing our class?
Yes, you.
Me? Sure. Why not? I'll get out there, show off my moves, and drive the ladies wild.
He's got a reason to want to be good at it for the lades. You've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. Speak to Manuela for more information about the competition. You can speak to the White Heron Cup representative. You can give them one dance lesson. Do so and their charm will increase. Yeah, I figured charm would have something to do with it. Sir Sylvain, you've been flirting with dancers for so long. Now you are the dancer. All right, Manuela.
I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm.
Seems the winning contestant's charm is usually around 13. I think he'll be fine.
Charm is important, wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with no charm? Not me.
Oh, I think we're set.
Do your best. Make sure to put in the practice. And good luck.
It wouldn't hurt to give him the dance lesson though, just in case.
Yeah, so it wants to, strangely enough, it wants to give the dance class to the unit that has the stat that corresponds with commanding battalions. Okay. And I have 2 supports available to me by just walking around.
How do you think you get those battalions to obey you?
That's true.
Professor, I'm glad you're here.
You
I
get
need
them
help
to do the
figuring
wobble
out this
with
whole
you.
Dancing thing. Mind helping me?
Yes.
Or cha-cha slide.
I will help you. Beautiful. Actually, you know what? I have to pee, so I'm just gonna let you all, watch this stiff awkwardness for a few minutes. Give him some pointers, you know, throw roses, throw tomatoes, do whatever it is you want to do. I'll be back in a minute.
This is sadly, honestly, like the perfect, like thing to do with the intermission screen on. If you want my honest opinion.
You know, I noticed the other two professors are also doing dance lessons, and those are just normal students.
Yeah, I admit, that's probably like one of the weirdest things about this.
You're just like, hey, you, random student over here, we need you to do a dance lesson so that we participate. I mean, maybe you'll do okay.
I mean, there's not much we're talking here.
I don't know, I kind of would like to see Sylvain in, like, short, and a really small tank top just for the hilarity of it.
So, you mean as a JoJo character?
As what I want him to be, which is a booty dancer.
Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind! Does that mean Sylvain will JoJo pose for his dance? I hope so.
Is Sylvain's dance just a JoJo reference?
Oh god, why did I come back to hear JoJo reference? We're done. We're done. Get out of here. Sylvain's charm increased by 5. Wow. That's a big boost.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
It's
got it.
Definitely worth it.
I'm pretty good at this.
That's almost a guaranteed win now. Now I'm imagining a Chuny Sylvain and I want it. What is a Chuny? I've only seen Flane as a dancer so far. Yeah, Flane seemed like another potential option. But I will be happy with Sylvain.
You kind of lagged out there a little.
I will be happy with Sylvain. Yeah, it looks like Dimitri could have done it too. He has a charm of 22. Didu would have failed. If I'd given him the lesson, he could have passed. Actually, if I'd given him the lesson, anybody could have passed. Ooh, goddamn. Annette and Ingrid both would have just nailed it out of the park. They have 20 naturally.
Ooh.
Dorothy has only got a 14, huh?
Yeah, but who cares? Male dancer.
But what about Catherine Dancer? What about Catherine Dancer?
Barely with the lesson.
I made Petra my dancer. I don't think she ever got hit. She seems like a very evasive little wily type of a person.
Okay, the way how you said that, now I picture, now I suddenly picture a Fire Emblem Looney Tunes crossover. The way how you said that.
I think that boost is enough for almost anyone to be a dancer then. Maybe, yeah.
Unless it's stupid low, then yeah, that'd be the case.
If you offer to make Dimitri or Ingrid, they will fear being chosen. I could believe that. Okay, cool. So that's all done up. Now I've got some supports to chase down, and then a few more things to do while I have time.
Professor?
Oh, hello, Manuela. I'm always happy to spend some more time with you.
Professor, a pleasure to see you.
Are you praying?
I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too?
Is it your unending love? Because if it is, then it's not a confession, it's a mutual reciprocation.
I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels?
Speaking of dances, I got a new dancer ability.
Nice, but shush, this is a support conversation.
Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
I don't want to believe it, Manuela. I really don't. No, I don't. No.
Really? So maybe there's still hope for me. Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am.
I don't know why you'd be so hopeless unless you have the personality of like a badger.
What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible.
Not possible. I can't look old.
I'm the songstress who swept the empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks.
You are very attractive, Manuela.
I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality?
Your personality's fine. I have to believe it, because that's the answer I want for me.
A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws?
I don't think that's the right way to go about it, and I'm gonna guess that the game backs me up on this by not giving me an option. No, you don't.
Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough already?
Yes? Well, that's a B rank. Yay for motivation, I guess. Woo!
Motivation!
Motivation! Go out there and nail those men, Manuela. I mean, no, I'm not gonna correct it. Do the thing I said.
That's right.
Professor,
Pardon me.
Professor.
What's up, Seth? Time to get a read on your personality, finally.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly.
He had a
Please,
personality?
sit.
Evidently, we're gonna find out.
There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties.
And those duties would be?
Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you.
Okay, so he's getting a little bit administrator bureaucrat worried about me.
I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
You don't trust me, and you probably are right to do that.
Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct?
His last name is Eisner? That's what I hear.
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence.
Look, I don't know, alright? I don't know.
As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Gerald is renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
I legitimately have no idea. Not a clue.
I see. Most curious. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly?
How much do you know about yourself? I don't know my dad's last name.
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear.
Hey?
Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
I gotta say, I'm at about, I don't know, if I had to put it on a scale of like 1 to 10, I like Sedith at about a 6 right now. Higher than average, just a little higher than average. I got respect for him. He seems very good at doing his duties. And I want to know where that support would go if we had another one. Does that make sense to you guys?
Makes sense. I also think he could use a hug.
I don't think he would want a hug. That would probably just make you make him dislike you.
So would it affect me similar to how the Death Knight would affect me if I gave the Death Knight a hug?
Probably a little bit less than that, but you would just get like a stern look, probably a rough shove off. Alright, fishing time. I have a lot of larvas here, so we're gonna be here for a while. Fishing with Kuuribros. What's up, guys? Don't mind me when I get bites, because this doesn't take any focus. We're just gonna chat about life. How you doing?
Well, I finished the Garreg Mach fight part 2.
Is that further than I am?
No, before you.
Okay, cool. Which one are you talking about then?
The one in the Gronder field.
Oh, the Battle of the
Before
Eagle and
Ramir
Lion.
Village.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Been dealing with a kitten, they're a lovable pain. I can understand that. Kittens are awesome. Well, as for myself, I took today off because I wanted a 3-day weekend to catch up on some stuff. Like today I did, I went and got an x-ray, I did some catching up on Japanese work that I've been falling behind on. But then when I was down at the clinic getting said x-ray, they said, enjoy the long weekend. And I was like, wait, what? It's a long weekend? It's actually a long... I took Friday off so that I'd have a 3-day weekend. So I sent an email off to, like, the people at work. I'm, like, asking, is it legitimately a 3-day weekend? They're like, yeah, we have Monday off. So now I have a 4-day weekend. Woo! Like, woo! So much Fire Emblem.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, Ryan.
I'm also not sure if I'm getting a higher professor level for catching multiple fish. It looks like the bar is going up a consistent amount for every catch, regardless how many fish comes in.
It's probably the fact that, like, it goes through pretty quickly.
Are you really sure I get more?
You get points for each fish that you catch, including like each fish and a multiple.
I'm very suspicious. Sounds like an absolute win to me. I'm happy about it, Bonky. Don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit like, oh, well, shit, I guess I should pay attention to the calendar more, except that's what I say after every single holiday, and it's never gonna change. I'm gonna learn about holidays on the day before them when somebody tells me don't come into work. The color of the fish determines the amount you get, also with perfects. I think that is incorrect because I just caught a tiny blue one and I only got I caught 4 fish and I only got 20 professor points.
It's probably also the fact that currently we're using the lowest quality bait, so we're catching lower quality fish.
I just caught the higher bait. I just used the higher bait. I got a red fish immediately. Queen Loach, bullhead. I guess that looked... No. I'm doing it all anyway, so it doesn't matter. Fuck it, I don't care about the specifics. I'll look up guides on this when I do my second playthrough.
Yeah, it's probably worth it.
What is your opinion on monster movies? Because I fall in love with the Godzilla movies. I don't really have much of an opinion on monster movies. I'm not a huge, like, movie buff in, general. So there's not any genre, or, like, specific type of movie that I put a bunch of my time into. And I guess the better way of saying that is I just don't really watch any movies because I prefer to put what free time I have to teaching myself art and playing more video games. Like, games are my medium of choice.
To be fair, that's kind of all of us.
Quality of fish determines the gain. Smalls are usually worth 10, I think, so you're getting bonus from the extra. Bullhead, 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 bullhead. Okay, that catch, I got 4 bullheads and I went up by like 120. So I guess I'm gonna have to take your word for it on that one. Right? Because would a bullhead give me 120 normally, or would it give me like 30?
It would give you like, I believe, 30 normally for one.
Then I will take your words for it. And we might get a professor level based on fishing alone here. So other than Fire Emblem, are there any other games you guys have been playing lately, or any that you're specifically, like, looking forward to?
Well, actually, I'm about to try out a new one once I actually download and install it after the stream.
What are you looking at?
That I got a code for, which is called Estelia.
I have never heard that name before.
It is an MMO that is currently in its closed beta, part 2.
Ooh, wait, beta part 2? I've never heard that before.
So it's the second closed beta that they're having. They've already had a first one. They're having a second closed beta. I actually won a code from a different person that I've been watching that has been playing the Estelia game.
Well, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's good. MMOs can run the gamut quite handily.
Yeah.
Like, I'm legitimately excited that PSO2 is going to get an English release, and I would I would like to put some time into it, but I do not think I'm going to be able to put long into it because I did play that game for a little bit in Japanese. Like, I got a Japanese account and I just tried to play it, and it was, from what I could see, it was really, really grindy. And that's just a shame because MMOs, when they're grindy, it's like you just lose interest, and I don't have time to grind on a game like that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Final Fantasy XIV maybe we'll consider it successful is because, like, true, like, most MMOs are grindy, but, like, the story and all the other stuff help distract that.
That and the main scenario and the dungeons also help you basically level up to the levels you need to do main scenario.
On top of that, it rewards you for helping newer people by doing the lower level.
I totally get being attached for the story. I still follow World of Warcraft for the plot and for the characters. I have, at this point, officially given up on ever going back to play it. But I adore that world and that characters, because I've been following that universe for 20 years at this point. I'm very attached. Well, like, as for other stuff that I've been doing, for like a couple weeks before Fire Emblem came out, I had bought and I was like slowly going through the first half of Rabby Ribby, which has been on my wish list on Steam for a long time, and I'm enjoying it so far. I did think about maybe streaming it one day, just for the sake of like showing off some of the boss battles. But I don't know, I might not get another chance at it soon. Once I have it on my laptop, and once I actually convert this thing to be my full-time computer, I might be able to just like take it with me, play a round or two, or like when I'm out at a friend's house, or it'd be good for like taking over to my parents' place because then I have my PC with me. And as for games that I'm looking forward to, well, in less than a month we've got Astral Chain now. I do love me some Platinum.
I'm also looking forward to
still on
early.
the fence on that, honestly.
I have adored the entire Bayonetta franchise. I played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and it was a jolly good time.
Like, it's a good developer, but it's like, whenever I play Platinum games, I generally just, like, problem is that I've always played through them once, and then I just put them down for good.
Yeah, so do I, but, like, that first experience is such a, like, a rocking, just, it makes such a big impact. It doesn't have to be replayed. It's a seriously quality short experience.
That's a fair point.
And they are made to be replayed with their high skill ceiling. So if you're into that, you can totally do it.
Oh yeah, no, I played the crap out of the Devil May Cry game. Like, to be fair, I've probably put, like, I think I've put, like, I've easily put over, like, 200 hours into, I kid you not, the reboot.
I haven't replayed any of the Bayonettas lately, but, like, I did go through them, and I think I tried to go through them a second time on, like, a harder difficulty. And just, like, I want to see how good I can get in this thing. The answer is not very. I can't push it to the point of, like, the ultimate skill ceiling. But it's fun to replay for another maybe half a playthrough, just mucking around, and then I have fun with it. Astral Chain also, like, Astral Chain looks really cool to me because it's, like, blending what looks like a bunch of thematic or universe influences from a bunch of other games. Like, it looks like Persona and Xenoblade, but it's made by Platinum. Yes, please. 1,000 times, yes, please. I will drop the please. Just, yes, give it to me. Give it to me. Firmly give it. Also, yes, Kid Arkstorm. The Warcraft franchise has been around for about 20 years because Warcraft had a Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 as real-time strategy games before World of Warcraft came out. What about when it comes to movies? Anybody seen anything cool lately? Looking forward to anything? I'm not much of a movie guy, so I can't contribute a whole lot to this, but I'd love to hear other people's chats on it.
Like, there's not really two movies that I'm... Actually, no, there's only really one movie that I'm interested in, and it's still being in the filming process, and that's Bill and Ted 3.
Really? You want Bill and Ted 3? I know that sounds judgy. I've never actually seen a Bill and Ted movie. I had the Bill and Ted NES game, and that was rough.
Well, to be fair, that was a movie tie.
True.
Well, while I was at Anime Expo, I actually watched Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. I do want to. I might drop the $5 on YouTube or whatever it is to rent it for a night. Because Spider-Man is just such, like, he's such a good, almost universally appealable hero.
Yeah. That explains why he got rebooted so many different times.
I guess I'm just not much of, like, a comic/movie person, but I mean, I kind of got, like, wheeled into watching Spider-Man Far From Home.
Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse? Because that is legitimately amazing.
Oh, that was really good.
You should, Pokey.
I think the only other Spider-Man movie I've ever watched was Spider-Man 3, and that was when I was, like, much younger.
Into the Spider-Verse, you don't have to be a Spider-Man fan to enjoy. It's so balls off the wall ridiculous. Like, you can follow it.
Is that one kind of, like, comic cartoonish with like different spider people?
Yes, it's animated.
I think I saw part of that.
Did you enjoy that part of it that you saw?
Yes, I did.
And then you should watch the whole movie, because the whole movie is like the same as any individual. Like, it's such a good way to like think about it. Like any individual scene or any individual shot from that movie could be a panel from a comic, and it's also representative of how the whole movie is. Like, it follows the emotional upswings and everything that a real movie has, but you can watch almost any chunk of it and be like, this is what this movie is? Fuck yeah, put it to the beginning. I'm gonna love this.
Yeah, I think the part that I watched was basically like one of the main plot points of the movie.
If you're worried about it being spoiled for you, then dude, don't. It's an animated movie. You gotta watch it just for the sake of seeing it all. Even if like one major plot point is spoiled to you, that's not gonna ruin your enjoyment of the movie.
Yeah, because you.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to mention in case somebody was like worried about it being a.
I gotta be activity points. Instructing and exploration has increased. And I got another adjutant. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Let me drop this right here because I have this emote as well. So explicitly for moments like this. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Thanks, Pokegod. And KV Johnson, I see you too. Big thumbs, appreciate it.
I'm putting Lysithea through the ringer.
What are you doing with Lysithea?
She doesn't like swords.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna force her to do swords.
Ah, okay, cool.
Because she'll probably like swords after some training.
Oh, she has the 3 stars in it? Or she has the budding talent in it?
Yeah, the budding talent thing, but I also like want to put her down a specific path in my thought.
I see. Yeah, I'm really sad that I have to give up on my heavy armor healer here, but I have too many other healers and all of them hate heavy armor, and at this point in the game, I don't think I can force another person through axe and heavy armor training and then still make them a half-decent healer. And I would also feel bad about taking one of the other units that I have slotted for something and completely upending their lesson plan at this point, just to be like, no, you have to pick up Mercedes' slack. Learn faith and learn heavy armor. Do all the things all at once. I don't care if you've never done either of them in your life. Do it now. You have 3 months. Get good.
Well, I like healers, so I could have Lysithea do healing, but I already have like 5 or 6 healers, so I don't think I need another healer.
You do get a lot of healers. It's kind of odd how many of them you get access to here. Also, like, people who aren't explicitly healers can use healing magic because it's not attached to an item that one class can use. It's like, if
it's
you
attached
can
to
use,
a magic that you learn.
If you can use magic, any class that can use magic can heal.
If you have learned to heal, you can heal.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you have learned to physic, you can physic.
Like Holla there, with their 10 mage team there. It's just 10 healers.
Except as far as like my grouping, half of them, or almost half of them, are like axe wielding maniacs. The other half are reason, faith aspects. And the outliers is Bernie being what she is meant to be, and Petra being what she is meant to be.
What is Petra meant to be, really?
Petra, like, technically goes with, like, swords.
Are you sure? Because she also has a very high liking towards axes.
She likes swords, she likes axes, she likes bows, she likes flying.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, you would want to go for, like... well, I mean... The way the game makes it look scripted, it looks like she would be a flying unit.
Exactly, yes. I'm putting her towards being a Wyvern Lord, personally.
But I'm forcing her to do... what am I forcing her to do? I'm forcing her to do reason.
Interesting. Okay. Good luck with that.
Because I recruited her to my class, and we are axe-wielding maniacs and black magic specialists, so Petra's gonna have to learn some black magic, or at least some kind of magic.
You have to fit in here. No, we don't need people to fill our weaknesses. Do what everybody else is doing, damn you. Petra's one of the units I dropped. Holla, how could you? Making me feel better about picking her up from your discarded pile.
What?
Ouch!
Oh, not to make you upset, Ryan, but Mercedes is being my adjutant at the moment.
Why would I be upset? She's protected. She's safe. Keep her happy. I'm gonna have to call this episode Fishing with Kublus. I don't care how long it is and how many other things happen in here, this episode is called Fishing with Kublus.
Welcome to Coop School, we're here to teach you how to fish.
Everybody drop your swords and pick up the rod. We are here to learn a sacred art today.
Dimitri, stop sword training. Didu, I don't care if you're in heavy armor. I don't care if you'll sink the whole entire dock. Get over here.
You can stand on the concrete. You'll be fine.
Perfect. Thank God she passed.
All right, Hall is doing mage stuff. Petra sucked as a mage, and I had Mercedes, Annette, and Lysithia for more mages. That's fair.
Jesus Christ! Lysithia's a glass cannon.
Felix, put the fist down, pick up a fishing pole. Maybe you can get some of your anger at the world out on the fishies. Yeah! Well, this is going fantastically. I'm already like an 8th, maybe a 10th of the way through the next level. I feel like Felix might use explosives or a spear to catch him. I can see that. Glass cannons are my thing. I play literally the exact opposite style to Ryan. Yep, I like my defense walls that can just stay put and tank.
It's like, I like to have 1 or 2 in there just in case, and right now I don't have any.
Glass cannons or defense walls?
Defense walls.
Yeah, you're in for a rough time then.
I'm on the works of trying to make Ferdinand a great knight, but it's not going well.
I've got, like, Dimitri has just naturally put himself towards being a defense wall. And I also have to do an Ingrid, both of whom can tank a hit pretty solidly.
I had an idea.
What's up?
In my second playthrough, I'm gonna do Blue Lion. And I'm gonna make everyone an archer.
Why, though? Why would you do this?
Because the best defense is having, like, a whole bunch of space between you and the enemy and having nothing to worry about.
What are you gonna do when those enemies close that space? You have nobody
Everybody
to stand
can
in front of
shoot
you.
them.
If they get, to be fair, if they do get the that one skill where it allows the, then it'll be okay. But yeah.
Close counter does not account for the fact of they're an archer. They're gonna get smacked in the face a lot.
And if there's anybody that gets, like, right up in anyone's face, they'll be equipped with a mini bow.
Archer only is going to be my next run. I tend to play cheeky strategies. I got someone with warp fairly early, so I've just been dropping Edelgard in the middle of the map for pretty much every map.
Okay, what the fuck? This makes no sense. I'm going through my stuff here. I have Bernie as a sniper right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm checking comparisons for next thing. Her stats are going to drop if I make her a bow knight.
Yeah. That's because she's going to get more skills. And she has more movement.
Okay, that's the trade-off. Yeah, that's a good point.
Nitro's saying Bernadetta started getting OP, and now she's the warp drop target on their team. Really? Seriously? I have doubts that Bernadetta ever got so OP that you can drop her in the middle of the map. Currently, she dies to anything that wants to look at her.
But to be fair, she acts like she wants to die when that happens.
I have something funny. Remember when I hugged the Death Knight a second time during the, when I mentioned I was gonna hug the Death Knight a second time?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had Bernadetta finish off the Death Knight.
Good. I mean, she can definitely land a hit. The problem is that she can't take a hit.
And so she does the last hit so she can hug the Death Knight and not die.
I totally get some units being blessed. Like, absolutely, I get that. People have already said that my Ingrid is the most defensive, like, Pegasus Knight they've ever seen. She can stand toe-to-toe with Dimitri and Dedu right now and just be fine as a Pegasus Knight.
You know, I have one unit that I think should technically actually be like a Fortress Knight, but I don't have them on a path to be a Fortress Knight right now. And that's Linhardt.
Are you fucking serious? Your mage has that many defenses?
His defense is 14, his resistance is 25. So if I turned him into a knight, his defense would be through the roof, and his natural resistance would have the resistance be through the roof.
Yeah, wow, that is impressive. That's true, Nitro Crisis. Ingrid is fantastic in everything except for her raw output. She has, like, no strength.
Oh my goodness, I'm just imagining it now. Linhardt being a Fortress Knight, and him being just on the middle of the battlefield, taking a nap as a Fortress Knight.
And nobody can hurt him. Just ting,
and
ting,
nobody
ting,
can do anything.
Two more fissions left, and then we can move on. This is what happens when you combine Lynn and Reinhardt. What? Lynn and Reinhardt?
That makes no fucking sense.
What are you talking about, Kid Arc?
Oh, Linhardt.
Oh, I gotcha, okay.
Oh.
So, Linhardt, comparing his levels to everyone else, has the highest defense. That is on equal ground to my defense, and I'm level 25 at the moment because of the experimentation I did.
So you're saying I should try and power up and make my Linhardt a heavy armor right now?
Is Linhardt a healer?
Yes.
Linhardt can be a healer 100%.
I don't want to know, can he be a healer? I want to know, is he the team healer? Like, is that what he's, like, set to be?
He was the original team healer, yes.
Then I'm gonna do it again. When I go to the Black Eagles, he's gonna be a fucking heavy armor healer. I will do it. I'll do it.
Professor.
Okay. That's all the fishing done. I have extra points now, and currently I have 4 points to spend. What are we gonna do it on? I think I'm gonna do both food things since those both give me professor levels, and my students currently need some motivation boosts.
Hey.
Also, by cooking, I will get stat boost for the whole month. So who could use the motivation boost right now? Dimitri's only got 1 point. Dedu is max. Felix is max. Don't care about Ash. Sylvain is low. Ingrid is low. Don't care about Bernie anymore. Petra's low. Shamir's got full. I'm gonna hold off on Sylvain until I'm sure that he's gonna get that dancer spot. But Ingrid has a permanent slot. Ingrid and Petra both. So Ingrid, Petra, and that's it. Ingrid and Petra. Oh, does Petra not want to cook together? Petra, please. I could also do Manuela. But this is for motivation for my team, so Petra it is. All allies gain max HP plus 3, dexterity plus 2, speed plus 1, def plus 1. I have so many Tutus pikes for defense. I think I'm actually gonna go for speed. Yeah, speedy.
It is necessary to be having fresh ingredients for cooking.
I like to think that that last
One day,
key is actually
I will be
silent.
showing you cooking from my homeland. I am in agreement.
Alrighty, good. Temporary plus 1 to speed. Also, I gotta say, Sylvain had 20 speed, right? I wasn't seeing things. Let's check the roster. Sylvain has 21 speed. You were seeing things. You saw a 0. There's no 0 there.
Well, to be fair, he just got a 1 from
True,
wait,
true,
oh,
fair.
wait, that's
True,
the joke,
fair,
that's the
fair.
Yes, it was 20. Now it's 21. He has blackjack.
Today's special. Who needs the motivation? Dimitri's low. I don't want the special. I want to take the full menu because I need to pick my own students. Ingrid is low. As is Sylvain. Ingrid is low. I think Shamir's got a full plate right now, so Ingrid and... Oh, Ingrid and Petra. Here we go. Yeah, beast meat teppanyaki.
I would be liking that greatly.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Hell yeah. Significantly stronger, much more motivated. That's another 2 full bars, some professor level. Nice. I'm incredibly jealous. My Sylvain was a level 38 Great Knight and he had 18 speed. The RNG giveth and the RNG taketh away. Well, I can get a B rank with Ingrid now. That's good. Yeah, I think Leonie's is going to require something to happen story-wise, because now she's on my team, and it still says it's going to take time before I can do her support. So what else is there, then? If I've done the fishing, I've done both cookings, I've done the choir practice, I could go and attempt the tournament, but I don't have anybody that's well-suited for it right now.
Could be one of those ones where she just walks up to you during the middle of the week.
And I could also do some staff training. Probably not the worst idea if I want to work on my reason skills some more. I've seen a run where Raphael had a total of 0 resistance. I would believe it. I could always use the dining hall more, but tournaments are fun. If the dining hall, like, will the dining hall stat increases stack? Because the dining hall gives me professor level too, which is also really, really good.
Yeah, I've been curious about that too, and I've been trying to experiment. I think I have seen, I've done like one in, I've done one dish for one stat and then one in a different one, and they both stayed on there, but I don't know if, like, if you put the same stat in stacks. I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'm also at the bonding bites, which gives 2 students, like, basically full motivation, so this seems really good, because this gave me professor level and charges 2 students up. Who's still low? Dimitri's low, Sylvain is low, Catherine's low. That's it. If I can get Dimitri and Sylvain into one thing here, that's another good way to spend something. Here we go, Sweet Bun Trio. Dimitri and Sylvain, and they can both get support out of it.
You know what, Professor? His Highness here is the most stubborn guy I know.
Now, Sylvain, why not go ahead and eat? If you do not, I may help myself to it.
And it looks like if you get guys from the same house, they actually have unique dialogue with each other. Very nice. So who's waiting for me over at the training grounds? Shamir has something to say.
Hey. What's this about? The ball? Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular. Alois can't dance, but I hear he likes to watch. He volunteered to judge the White Heron Cup. Not that I care.
Alois judging the White Heron Cup? That's new information. I love little details like that. It adds so much more to the feel of the game. I know, I adore shit like that. Like, Xenoblade 2 had so many of those. Because it seemed like, I talked about it a couple times while I was streaming and playing through the game, but there's so many little voice lines in that are recorded for when you have one specific team makeup, or like one blade talking to one driver, or a trio of a blade, a driver, and then another blade on somebody else. It feels so good to get those little bits.
Professor.
Dimitri, yes, B rank, let us go.
Thank you for your help the other day, Professor. Please, allow me to express my gratitude by taking you to dinner.
I would be delighted. Yes, please, let us eat.
Fantastic. But please think about what you'd like to eat. After all, such magnificent guidance must work up quite an appetite. I've studied swordsmanship for some time, but your mercenary skills are something else entirely. Speaking of which, there's another question I must ask you. Were you reconciled with the reality of battle from your first foray? With the killing part, I mean?
Killing, what do you mean? I hadn't the luxury of questioning it, or no, I'm gonna say it's never easy.
I see.
And you?
No. I do not carry that burden well. I doubt that will change, no matter how many years come and go. The first time I led on the battlefield, I was sent to quell a rebellion in the west. It was not a difficult fight. The enemy was not well trained and their morale was low. A swing of the lance and your opponent falls. A flash of your blade and a path opens up. That's the sort of battle it was. Easy, right?
And I'm guessing that you collapsed just because you couldn't handle it. That's not a bad thing. You did what you had to do.
That's one way to look at it. The leader of the rebel army was defeated, and the rebellion quelled. This was at the height of the post-war period. I recall coming across a dead soldier's body. He was clutching a locket, and inside was a lock of golden hair. I don't know to whom it belonged. His wife? His daughter? Mother? Lover? I'll never know. He was a soldier, an enemy. Someone we had cut down without hesitation. But in that moment, I realized he was also a real person, just like the rest of us. Of course, we cannot stand idly by and allow anyone to commit senseless acts of violence. Yet, in dispensing what we call justice, we take the lives of cherished family members, beloved friends.
Killing is part of the job, but even so, there are times when I'm chilled to the bone by the depravity of my own actions.
That's war. And that's not to diminish it, but that's like, I've seen a dozen stories make this same point over and over again, and it doesn't really ever get less weighty. Which is, they're not just a bad guy. They're not just a bad enemy dude. There's always a person. Somebody else's child, somebody else's husband that you're killing in a war. It's not good. I felt the same, yeah.
That you feel the same way is more comforting than you could know. Professor, may I speak freely? When we first met, I thought of you as someone who felt no strong feelings about killing your enemies. I could never trust someone who kills without batting an eye. My heart won't allow it. But after speaking with you and getting to know you better, I can see you're not like that. Now I know, with all my heart, that I can trust you. Thank you for that.
I like that chat. I like that conversation. I always like when somebody in a game comes around to that. It's always a good realization, and it's always a good message to try and get across somehow.
Pardon me.
Also, at this point, now I can go talk to Ingrid. What's up, Ingrid?
Ugh. Will Father never learn? All of these useless letters are only creating more rubbish in the world. Professor? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. My apologies.
You're tearing up letters again. This is not the first time we've met like this. Is that a letter you're disposing of?
Oh, that paper. Well, Yes, it was. It was a letter from my father.
Are you sure you want to throw it away?
I understand where you're coming from here, but I have no need of such things. It isn't like anything of importance was written on it. Curious? I suppose there's no harm in allowing you to read it. Go on, then.
Another marriage proposal, I know. Heard the other.
My dearest daughter, Ingrid.
The other support so far.
Are you well? I trust that you are behaving yourself and refraining from causing trouble for others. Things on the home front are in order. A marriage proposal for you and the Viscount's son should be prepared soon. Although, I am quite certain there are many superior candidates at Garreg Mach Monastery. As you know, the very survival of our family is dependent upon whom you marry. You are the only one left in the family who can make things right. We are all counting on you. Do not lose sight of what truly matters.
A letter about marriage prospects. Ugh. I hate how important that used to be in the world.
Yes. Perhaps you found it somewhat entertaining. I've told you that we've never been very well off financially. My noble family, House Galatea, branched off from House Daphne in the Alliance. Shortly after, we were lucky enough to receive the support of the royal family, allowing us to attain nobility, to some extent. But the territory we watch over is poor, its harvest meager, and our noble blood too has grown thin. Neither my father nor my brothers bear a crest. I, however, do bear a crest. Because of this, my father sees me as our family's one hope for the future. A crest is highly prized among nobles. Were I to marry into a greater noble family, that financial support could soothe our woes.
What an awful way for him to treat you.
Thank you, Professor. Your sentiment alone is a great comfort to me. Despite my own feelings, I understand his approach to all this. It isn't that he doesn't care for me. I understand it very, very well. Which is why I apologize, Professor. I must be going.
I want to know where that sentence is going to end, and now I want to know what the next support is. I want to know where that's going. Okay, I have 1 point left. Staff training, or I can invite somebody to tea. I don't really need to get another support level with anybody right now, so I'm not too stoked on that option. But what could I possibly do for tea? Oh wait, also Dimitri and Sylvain. Let's have them chat together.
Your Highness?
This support really made me like Ingrid. She has dreams, but she feels she has to hold them off to uphold the family legacy. It's a tragic but realistic situation given their circumstances. I get that. I get that a lot. There's a lot of supports in this game from what I've seen that seem like they're that exactly.
Why are you in my room?
Sorry, I need to hide in here, just for a while. I'll have you know this is all your fault.
Right, this is the follow-up to Sylvain, clean up your act, and Dimitri, get a girl.
Hide? From who?
It's a girl from the academy.
I'm sorry, it's a what?
This is all because of your insistence that I go and ask a girl out.
You didn't give her a dagger, did you? Is that why you're hiding? Does she have a dagger, Dimitri?
It's better, it's even better because he asked the confirmation after. You didn't give her a dagger. Is that why you're hiding? Does she have a dagger, man?
She has a dagger. Everyone watch out. She's dangerous.
Look, you kept true to your promise to improve your behavior.
Demetrius came to warn
It was
Sylvain.
only right to make good on my side of the bargain, too.
You invited a girl to dinner, and now she's chasing you around. What's the big deal? Unless... Did you use one of my pickup lines? Those words are dangerous in the wrong hands.
You can't just go and use... You can't just go and use a higher level artist's lines, man. It takes a certain amount of finesse and skill to know when to roll those out.
With me, people know a line's a line and I'm joking. But you, nobody's ever accused you of being funny.
I clearly
I don't know
underestimated
why,
the
but I
difficulty of the
picture-
task. But what do I do now?
I don't know, I just picture Dimitri going up to someone and being like, Is that a killing edge in your pocket? Yeah.
Because you've critted my eyes.
We're thinking too hard on this.
Is that
No,
a
but
killer
like
axe in
that's
your...
exactly how he said it. Stutters and gaps and all. That's what makes it funny.
Is that a killer axe in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
You think I have an axe in my pocket? What is wrong with you?
Relax, Your Highness. Relax. I'll sort this whole thing out real easy. All we have to do is figure out how to make this girl lose interest in you.
No such thing.
And making girls lose interest is what I'm best at. You just wait right there, and I'll fix everything.
It was my naivete that brought this about. I cannot place this immense burden on your shoulders.
This is no job for an amateur. You need a professional.
This whole support is just Sylvain saying like, dude, you done fucked up and you can't even clean it up yourself. You need a professional dumper. I'm here, dude. I got you on this.
Trying to do everything yourself has never served you so well, so just leave this to the master. Even the dagger incident could have been avoided if you had just talked with me beforehand.
There wasn't time for consultation. I only learned she was leaving on the day of her departure.
Whatever you say. The point is, you need to learn to rely on me for these types of things in the future. For now, I got this. And if I ever need help with something you know how to help with, then maybe you can do the same for me.
He literally said, I got this. It's perfect.
Sylvain. Very well. When that time comes, I promise to help you as best I can. A knight of Fargus never goes back on his
Can't
word.
wait to see this backfire.
Isn't that right? You're a good man, Sylvain. I'm sorry to do this to you. Best of luck.
Please, Your Highness. I've spent years honing my skills for just this situation. Watch and learn.
You see why I love Sylvain? I mean, this isn't really why I love Sylvain. The reasons I love Sylvain come from his remarkable self-awareness as, like, being a womanizer and hating the fact that his social standing puts him in that position. But he's also just, like, really funny.
I was gonna say hilarious, but yeah.
This is why I desperately want to keep him in my party. There's too many good characters in this game! I can't use them all! Fire Emblem games usually come with like one small roster of really fleshed out ones and then some like a lesser dudes that come later on in the game because they're meant as backups. This one has 3 entire classes worth of gold, and even the professors are good.
Even the non-professors are good.
Okay, I have one time slot left. Do you guys want me to train in myself in reason or throw somebody at the training grounds?
Anyone got a coin?
I legitimately think that, like, I don't think I'm in the best position right now to throw somebody at the training grounds. Wait, I can reclass. I totally could throw somebody at the training grounds.
Then do it.
Or sorry, at the tournament. That's what I mean, at the tournament.
Wait, what's the tournament?
Black Magic.
Ooh.
So I could either train myself in reason or I could throw somebody at the tournament.
Nope.
Has anyone even received training in reason?
Yeah, I have a bunch of people that are mages. I've got 1 vote for train, 1 vote for tournament. Ooh, that's a mortal savant Petra. Damn.
That's actually what I was thinking of doing for my Petra.
Anybody else? Anybody want to make the tiebreaker vote?
I like tournaments.
Well, the people on call don't count. I need somebody else from chat. I gotta encourage interaction.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fair.
Alright, that's a bunch of votes for the training grounds. In we go. Let's see what we can suss up. So I need somebody who was good at being a mage. My options are Felix, who's not bad at being a mage, but he has bad resist. He's got crazy speed. He's got 17 magic. He's also got an ability that makes him do even more damage without a battalion, but he has shit resistance. That's option 1. I've got Sylvain, who has even worse resistance, even worse magic. He's got more speed, but that's it. So Felix is winning over Sylvain. I've got Annette, who has bad resistance, but crazy high magic at 22. But again, only 9 resistance. And also 18 speed. Dorothy is out, Petra's out, Marianne's not high enough, Blaine's not high enough, Hanneman has 10 speed, 17 resistance, and 20 magic. He's got the offense, and he can take a hit much better than the other ones. But that's it. That's basically what it comes down to. I've got Hanneman as an option, I've got Annette as an option, and I got Felix as an option. Oh, also, Felix has 42 HP, whereas Hanneman only has 32 HP. Keep that in mind. I'm thinking of putting my money on Felix. Because Felix is also much more likely to double, or at least not get doubled. Even if he has less resistance, that's significant. I think I'm gonna toss Felix in. Wait, one more thing. Seriously, compare Felix to Annette. Nobody said Annette, but Annette has more magic. Felix has 17. Annette has 22. And equivalent resistance. Although she only has 30 HP, so never mind. She's much weaker on that front. And Felix has crit plus 10. You're right. All right, Felix. Get in there, my dude. Make us proud. He's gonna double against this first guy. Okay, this is good. Yeah. I hope he lands one of these crits. If he could just avoid taking damage for a round, that'd be great. Since this magic is hurting him a lot.
Too slow.
Well, that's not when I wanted the crit, Felix. Why don't you do that first?
Why am I even here?
So 13 damage. I will kill you, and you'll hit me for 13. I might have to use one of my heals next round. Yeah, that lack of resistance is gonna hurt me. I can kill everything guaranteed, but they're getting real shots on me to whittle me down.
Why am I even here?
$11 times 2. Okay. I'm gonna run the risk on this. He should die. I have a 92 hit chance. It's less than a 99. Oh, and he missed too. Wonderful.
Right off the bat?
No, I didn't miss. The enemy missed.
You're weak.
Good. So now I might be able to get through another turn without healing. Probably not, but 17. So I'll do guaranteed 33 damage, and you'll do set. Yeah, no, he hits me for 17. That's a death. All right. First heal. Go for it. Always when I don't need it, Felix. Get that crit on the first
Next
shot.
time,
Take
bring
them
your
down.
friends.
Finals. All right. Oh, man, this is risky. He's using Sagittae. Why does he get to use Sagittae? What happened to the training weapons? All of the other ones use training weapons. May as well heal up top. So, 42 HP. You're gonna kill me in 2 shots. Thankfully, I will kill you before you get your second shot. This is real close. Like, he has enough damage to exactly kill me in 2 hits. But so do I. To exactly kill him in 3 hits right before he gets a shot.
Why am I even here?
Woo. Woo, that was close. $750 Gs, get some more professor level, and that's time. Okay, wonderful then.